Hello, friends! It's Jasmine, the jazzy gray cat, here with my BFF Gracie, the super smart tortoise. Say hi, Gracie.
Greetings, my good friends. Gracie here. I'm so glad you joined us today because we're still exploring Egypt.
Before we see more cool stuff, let's talk about animals. Egypt has some really great animals like jackals, gazelles, crocodiles, and cobras.
The ancient Egyptians admired these animals also and made paintings and carvings of animals like elephants, hippos, leopards, and cheetahs. In the past, many of these animals lived in Egypt, but now they're very rare.
That's sad. Since we just saw the pyramids, let's see the Great Sphinx. It's right here at the Great Pyramid Complex. It's guarding the Pyramid of Khafra.
It is majestic. This is not the only sphinx in the world, just the largest. A sphinx is an animal that has the head of a man and the body of a lion. This sphinx has the head of Pharaoh Khafra.
It sure is big, but it looks like part of it is missing.
It does. It's thousands of years old, remember. The sphinx was once painted with bright colors like blue, red, and yellow. And parts of the sphinx have worn away or have been stolen, like the cobra emblem, beard, and nose. I think you would look a little worn after thousands of years in the desert.
Maybe not if I wore sunblock and a hat. I think I need a break from the sun. How about we visit Cairo?
Good idea. We can visit the Egyptian Museum and learn more about mummies.
Mommies? What about daddies?
I don't mean mommies, I mean mummies. A mummy is a dead body that has been preserved either naturally or with chemicals.
Ew, that seems kinda gross. Why would someone want to preserve a dead body?
Well, Jasmine, ancient Egyptians believed in life after death, and mummification, or the process of making a body into a mummy, was a way to prepare the body for that afterlife. The Egyptian Museum has mummies and King Tut's golden mask and other interesting things from the pyramids and tombs.
A golden mask? Count me in. And lots of other cool stuff from the tombs? No wonder the tombs were empty when we were there.
Look at all the interesting statues of pharaohs and priests.
I see that hairstyles were very different in ancient Egypt. Women had bangs and straight hair to their shoulders, and men had funny chin beards.
Actually, those beards were fake, and only pharaohs could wear them. Because it's hot here in the desert, clothing was made from linen. Men and women both wore tunics. Men's tunics went to their knees, and women's went down to the ankles.
Look, Gracie, those kids weren't wearing any clothes.
That's right. Until the age of 6, children didn't wear clothes, but they did wear anklets, collars, bracelets, and hair accessories as decoration.
I guess that's because of how hot it is here. Look, I see makeup on both men and women. For special occasions, they both wore green or blue eyeshadow. I like the black lines around their eyes. It makes it look like they have cat eyes. So attractive. Now, where is King Tut's gold mask?
Right over here, Jazz. First, we need to go by the sarcophagi and the mummies.
What are these big boxes and these things wrapped up with cloth?
Those are the mummies wrapped up in the cloth. When a person died in ancient Egypt, the body was dried in salt and then wrapped up in many feet of cloth. The body was put into this big box called a sarcophagus. A sarcophagus was usually made of stone and was often carved or painted, usually with the person's likeness on the outside. Because ancient Egyptians believed in an afterlife, things were buried with them that they might need, like jewelry, food, or clothing. Then the person was put in a tomb.
I get it. And if you were a pharaoh, you got a cool pyramid. Look over there, King Tut's gold mask. It is gorgeous. It shows just what he looked like which is really great since there were no cameras back then. I want to see his pyramid.
All right then, it's off to the Valley of the Kings in Luxor.
I had so much fun on the plane ride to get here, and it only took about an hour. The Valley of Luxor is right by the Nile River, too.
Yes, it is. We will start at the Karnak Temple Complex. This is an area of temples, chapels, and other buildings.
Follow me, Gracie. I found something even better. The Avenue of the Sphinxes. I'm going to try to count all of the 1,300 sphinxes and ram head statues. The walk is about 2 miles long and takes us to Luxor Temple.
Almost half of these sphinxes have been repaired so we can see how glorious they once looked.
Oh dear, we're at the end and I only counted 1,297. I am not going to go back and count again. I don't know how I missed any.
The Valley of the Kings was the royal burial ground for the pharaohs from the 18th, 19th, and 20th dynasties. Construction began about 1539 BC and lasted for 500 years. The most famous pharaoh buried here is Tutankhamun, or King Tut.
Jinkies, Gracie. I am so excited. We're in the burial chamber where King Tut was buried. It is beautiful and not very big. This is where his stone sarcophagus was. Look at all the paintings on the walls. They look just as jazzy as they did when they were painted. Are those baboons painted on the wall?
Yes, there are. Those baboons represent the 12 hours of the night and the day.
Oh, too bad they don't build pyramids anymore. I would like one. Although for now, I think I've seen enough pyramids.
I agree. Let's finish up by seeing some whales.
Whales! Gracie, Egypt is a desert, not an ocean.
It's a desert now, but 40 million years ago, Egypt had a large inland sea and whales. It's not far from Cairo.
Then let's go to Whale Valley.
Wonderful. We'll start in the museum to see some of the fossils. The important thing about the whales that were here is that they had feet.
Feet? That is weird. They don't need feet. They swim in the ocean.
They do now, but perhaps whales started out as land creatures.
Unbelievable. I'm ready to find whale skeletons in the desert. Look over there. I see them. Whale fossils. Really cool.
Not only are there whale fossils, but also sea cows, sharks, and swordfish. What an excellent way to end our exploration of Egypt.
It sure was. And now for some whale jokes. Where do whales sleep at night?
On the seaweed?
No, a waterbed. Your turn.
What do you do with a blue whale?
I know. You cheer it up. My favorite place today was Whale Valley. How about you, Gracie?
I like seeing King Tut's tomb. How about you, friends? What was your favorite place that we visited today? Don't forget to tell someone you love.
That's right. And come back next time for Kenya. I hope we go on a safari. Bye now. Say goodbye, Gracie.
Goodbye, my dear friends. See you next time.